Happy Easter, all of you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. I hope the Easter Bunny brought you lots of chocolate. Oh, that's the best part of Easter in my book. So there is so much going on, and first off, I know some people are really concerned about that leak, the water issue down in Piney Point, Florida. And because it was said that it could be radioactive, it's a wastewater from a phosphate mine, I believe, that is like destroying its perimeter and about to flood the area. And so the authorities have warned everybody within a 1 mile radius to get out of the way because it's going to be wet. And a lot of people are really concerned about it being radioactive. I'm not so sure about that. The reports that I'm reading are saying that it's the heavy metals that we don't want to see getting into our water system, our clean water systems. And it's just one more way that we are destroying our planet through all of the things that we do to it. We really need to go back to a much more nature-friendly way of being. And I had hoped that COVID would push us in that direction, and then there's something like this. But I wanted to bring up this map to show you that we are 49 miles from this activity, which is happening down here in Piney Point, and we are up here at Big Cat Rescue, 49 miles away. So it's probably not going to affect us. It's one less thing to worry about today. In global big cat news, let's scroll back here because it's been a couple of days. All right, I think this is where we left off. Abandoned tiger cubs. Forest staff find the carcass of yet another cub. That's very sad. California relocates mountain lions, making a meal of endangered sheep. Unfortunately, moving big cats never works. They just go back to where they came from because they found food there, and that's what cats do. UK's Tiger Kings. ITV viewers outraged at Britain's big cats in backyard gardens and are horrified. Yeah, that was one of the nice things that came out of Tiger King airing, is that people started looking around and said, you know what, this is everywhere. We need to stop this. And so thankfully people are up in arms about it because these big cats don't belong in cages and we shouldn't be breeding them for life in cages, especially when our efforts should be saving them in the wild. So here's another big cat was killed on the Southern California highway. And that money needs to go into overpasses and underpasses for these cats so that they can link up the amount of territory they need to survive rather than spending that money on zoo cages and seeing animals in captivity. Angela Bassett to narrate a Fox Wildlife special, Malika, the Lion Queen. Does she not know that Nikita is the Lion Queen? I have to talk to her. 5-month-old tiger cub found dead at Ranthambore National Park. In Indonesia, an illegal leopard trade thrives out of sight, a new study shows. And you can click on any of these at bigcatrescue.org/news and read the entire article. Tigress T114 spotted with 2 cubs in Ranthambore. U.S. District Judge orders a halt to the mountain lion and black bear culling program. That's some good news. Mountain lion caught and relocated from West Vegas neighborhood. It's probably going to come back. Hope not, for the cat's sake. Titus Work for Animals valued, Las Vegas Sun newspaper. Oh, this was good. This was a letter by Marty Irby thanking Representative Dina Titus. And Marty's been writing a bunch of letters to the editors, and this is something all of you can do. Whenever we have representatives who sign on to the Big Cat Public Safety Act, if that's in your area, write a letter to your editor and say, look, my representative sponsored this really important bill, and they love being thanked openly and publicly like that. So it makes more people want to sponsor the bill. Right now we have 150 co-sponsors in the House. We're very excited about that. Congress is out on their recess for Easter, but as soon as they get back, we hope to launch the Senate version of the bill and then really get this thing moving down the road. I have some coordinator reports. And before I do that, you guys may have noticed some of the posts that I've put on Facebook and on Twitter and even TikTok about getting involved in NFTs. And in my world, NFT stood for near field transmission, which was like why you want to put a cover over your credit card so that somebody can't scan it and pick it up next to you. But NFTs in today's world mean non-fungible tokens, and it's cryptocurrency related. So if you've ever heard of Bitcoin or Cryptokitties, I have a funny a funny story that I'm so stupid. So back in 2018, like June of 2018, I decided that this Cryptokitties thing was just too adorable, and I had to figure out this whole crypto thing. So I signed on to a whole bunch of Bitcoin podcasts and started listening to everything I could on the subject. I spent hours poring over the Cryptokitties website, and I invested $200, like $203, into buying crypto. And the crypto that I bought, I think, was called Ethereum, because that's the only way you can buy a CryptoKitty and participate in breeding CryptoKitties. And this is all digital, it's not any real breeding of cats. And so I did all that, got it all set up, and I just did not understand the process. And instead of having like a password, it has a password that's 12 words long. And if you lose your 12 words, there's nowhere you can go to recover it. And I promptly lost my keywords, and I wasn't going to spend another $200. So it was just like, oh man, I can't play Cryptokitties. And so just recently, all these people were telling me about NFTs and all of the ways they thought Big Cat Rescue could benefit from this, because it was such a craze right now. And so I thought, I'm going to see if I can recover those keys. And I searched high and low, and I found them. And so I was able to log back into my MetaMask, which is what that thing's called. And much to my amazement, my 203 Ethereums had grown to like, I think it was 700 and something. And so it was like, well, now I can go buy those Cryptokitties. So I went in, I bought 2 cute kitties, and I bred them together and had my firstborn, which I named after Jamie, and put the kitten up for sale. Sorry, Jamie. And so I hope to recover the money that I spent on the Cryptokitties by selling this kitty, and then I'll have my 2 kitties free and clear. And then I was talking to some other people on podcasts, and I had, in one of them, they asked me to host a race. I don't know if you guys saw this. It was a Cryptokitty type of race. So people's Twitter handles were competing against each other, and they asked me to come in and be the host. And so I did. And they told me about this place called Somnium and Decentraland. And so I went to Somnium, and while I was in Somnium, this really nice person came up to me and started telling me all about how it works, and was talking about Rarible being a place where you could sell art. And so I thought, well, I've got some art, and that's an NFT. So I created a Rarible account, and I uploaded a piece of art, and it has to be original, that nobody else has this particular piece. So I had to adjust the coloring and the shaping of it and everything so that it was a one-of-a-kind piece. And I put it up for sale. And I think I put it up for sale. So I probably spent, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes creating this piece. And then I put it up for sale for 0.444 Ethereum, which is roughly $955. And I thought, nobody's ever going to pay that for a piece of my art. And the very next day it sold. So now I really had some money in the bank, and it's all like free money now, because, you know, I started with 200 and everything else has just been money that I've been making inside of Ethereum. So I started looking at some lots in Decentraland and in Somnium, and I put in some bids, and we'll see whether or not I actually get them. They were pretty low bids, because I'm usually bidding pretty low on any kind of real estate that I invest in. And so I decided to create some other things in Rarible. If you go to Rarible, rarible.com/BCR, like Big Cat Rescue, /BCR, you'll see everything that I've created in there, and everything in there funds the sanctuary. And so I've got some stuff from a behind the scenes photo that was taken while we were shooting for Tiger King that's never been shown before. That's in there, of Howie. And there is a augmented, what do you call it? Artificial intelligence mapping of my face to create movement, and then some overlays and such that I did a piece of art that way, capitalizing on the flower crowns that I wear and all of that. And then I created a coin, a big cat coin. And I figured over the next 5 years, it'll probably take us another 5 years to end the abuses that big cats face. I really think our federal bill will pass this year, but it's going to take a while to wind things down. That's my alarm saying it's time to go out and do Singing Sunday with Lisa Spencer Novak. So I'm going to have to wrap this up or pause. I guess I'll pause because I got a lot more to say about this. But at any rate, I created these tokens, these coin tokens, where people can purchase them for $100 a piece, and there are only ever going to be 200,000 of them, and that would carry us for the next 5 years to continue doing all of the work that we're doing now, which is taking care of the cats that we have to feed, and the work that we do sponsoring all of the in situ work, helping people who are saving big cats, and actually mostly small cats, not domestic cats, but like fishing cats and palace cats and black-footed cats, all of those programs that we fund currently. That's over $100,000 we spend every year doing that, and I want to keep doing that. And all of the work that we're doing to crack down on all of the abuse in captivity. And so these coins would actually help us do that, and people can purchase those there as well. And then I have CGI tigers that are pieces from our game that we created that I'm offering in Rareable, and I offered those for like $10 a piece because I feel like if everybody could have a digital tiger in their virtual space, then it's going to make everybody want more of that. Instead of seeing cats in cages, they're going to want these amazing CGI cats. And so I wanted to really expand that market by doing that. So those are, and then I thought this morning on the way to work, what about adoption kits where they actually can buy the adoption kit and download it at the end of it? And so I just created the first one in there for Amanda Tiger, and I'm really excited about how that's going to go. I also have some coordinator reports. Okay, back from Singing Sunday, we sang to Nikita Lioness and then a very touching tribute to Sapphire, the white tigress. I have coordinator reports from Jennifer Russick saying, hot but fun, productive Sunday fun day. We continued working on Amanda Tiger's enclosure. Amazing project team was Sadie, Regina, Johnny Hauser, Jeff Lovering, Nisha, Taylor, Jen R., and Steph D. So many leaves. Boy, they're not kidding. They have been raking some leaves. Madison and Penny owned food prep. Thanks to the rest of the feeders and cleaners. The cats showed their thanks by being super cute. Thus all of the cute cat pictures. We did operant conditioning, we read to cats, and gave out lots of fresh rosemary enrichment. We finished off the day by cleaning all the dusty golf carts and topping off their battery waters. We are tired and need a shower, but want to give a huge thanks to Stephanie Dubé, who finished her internship today. We will miss you and can't wait to see you again soon. I also have one from Erin Carden, from March 29th, saying, busy day today. Lauren and Beth Ann started us off with AM meds and supplements. Angel got a feeding sign-off thanks to Beth Ann. And Kat Hackman and Ryan got cleaning sign-offs thanks to Julia and Taylor. Sadie and Ryan picked up branches around the property. During cleaning, Angel and Bethany got food prep done and then worked on Servy the Serval's enclosure. They worked on cleaning out her pool. Pam helped me with some gift shop things and visited the cats. Meanwhile, Sadie and Robin mowed down the rehab enclosure so we can have it ready. Thanks, ladies. Julia and Beth Ann gave out blood sickles. Bonnie, B.A., and Bethany did some operant conditioning. Fred and Nisha took Taylor and Robin for an operant conditioning sign-off. And Sadie and Ryan tagged along so everyone could get time with the cats. The interns headed out to finish Amanda Tiger's enclosure, and Bonnie took over cleaning out Servy Serval's house. Nisha noticed Aria Tiger was making friends with a turtle in vacation rotation, so Victor, Jamie, Bethany, and I made sure to return the turtle to the lake. Fred did PM supplements and made sure some picky cats got snacks, while Brittany made sure everyone got their PM meds. Chores were finished up and the day concluded with some rain and muggy weather. Thank you everyone for working so hard all over the sanctuary. A lot got done today. And then the two more. This one's from April 1st. Stephanie Chaser said, "We had an amazing day yesterday with a lot of help. Day started with Karma and Marie doing supplements and meds. Feeding and cleaning was done by Marie Schubert." Oh, excuse me. Karma Herworth, Fred Pagan, Dylan Levine, Jordan Elaine, Angel Welker, Nisha Prima, Robin Fry, Taylor Feeden, Sadie McNulty, and food prep was done by Fred and Nisha. The blood sickle cats were done by Marie, Karma, and Angel. After lunch, the interns worked on Survey the Servals enclosure. Fred got supplements done in the PM. Sign-offs and cat time were done at the end of the day. That's all from me. Thank you guys for all that you do. And that's from Stephanie Chaser. And then this is the last one from April 1st also, and Lauren Buckingham saying, "Thank you everyone." I think maybe she had the wrong day. "Thank you everyone who came out today and braved the monsoon type weather this morning. Marie did AM meds and MJ took care of supplements. Barbara, Susan, Jane, Kristen, Nisha, Jordan, and Amanda and Marie made sure that everyone was fed. We had to halt feeding for a short while due to the weather, but everyone ate well despite that. Jane, Susan, Ryan, Gina, Marie, MJ, Barbara, Kristen, and Amanda took care of cleaning while Sadie and Robin did food prep. Jeannie filled orders in the gift shop, checked first aid kits around the property, and took some time to read to Filmo Bobcat and Amanda Tiger. The project team of Jordan, Taylor, Nisha, and Claire worked on the silver section of Survey's enclosure in the AM. Aria Tiger went home from vacation rotation, and Duchess went on vacation. Keepers took time to do operant and enrichment after lunch, including sign-offs. Before chores, the interns added sand and dirt under Nikita Lyon's newly refurbished platforms, and then started to clean up on Flint and Nabisca's enclosure, their bobcats. Easter enrichment was handed out to a number of the cats in the afternoon, and they had a blast. Amanda and Kristen did PM supplements, and Catherine finished the day with PM meds. It was great to hang out with everyone and turned out to be a really fun day. You can stay up to date on everything happening at the sanctuary at bigcatrescue.org, or you can find us on all of the social channels as Big Cat Rescue. And now you can even check out our crypto offerings at rarible.com/BCR. Stay cool, cats. Mwah.